Good morning. So today my schedule looks a little bit different than it has the rest of the week. So it's about 7 o'clock. I've gotten my Success audio in because I was driving, and now I'm getting ready to do my reading. So starting with How to Win Friends and then Atomic Habits, and I will, turn the camera back on to give you an update on what I've read today. So today's chapter was all about letting other people do the talking, letting them talk themselves into or out of something. I think the main point is that most people are never actually listened to. That most people, if anything, are pausing or waiting to speak instead of actually listening to what the other person is saying. And so when you're actually listening to someone, they can feel that, and it helps build a connection because they feel like they've been heard, and that someone has taken the time to listen and understand their thoughts. So cool chapter, quick chapter, and on to the next one. Boom. All right, so the Atomic Habits book is getting really good. This chapter was talking about the feedback loop and how it works. He also calls it the habit loop, where there's a cue, which leads to a craving, which leads to a response, which leads to a reward, and the reward is ultimately associated with the cue. And so what habits do is they're basically a learning process to create a efficient system of solving a problem that occurs repeatedly. And he used the example of turning a light switch on, that we don't have to use a whole lot of mental energy to figure out, hey, I just walked into a dark room. I need to be able to see stuff. Let me figure out where the light switch is. Most people, when they walk into a dark room, instinctively reach for the light switch and just turn it on without thinking about it. And that's because we've built a habit of turning lights on in rooms as we go into them. And it starts with that cue of noticing that the room isn't lit, that craving to be able to see what we're doing, the response of turning the light switch on, and the reward of being able to see. And so the rest of the book is supposed to be taking those four phases and learning how to leverage them for habit change that is consciously desired. So if you wanted to create a new habit or break down an old habit and get rid of it. So I'm pretty fired up about this book. So talk to you guys soon. Boom. All right, so today was Make a Fool of Yourself at the Gym Day. Shared my story in a conversation, dropped a message, tried to connect with someone about potentially being a business partner, and I just bombed. Partially because I was winded from working out, partially because it was just kind of out of the blue conversation. But either way, got my habits in for today, got my workout in for today. It's Friday night, so about to head home to do movie night with the family. So I will probably be sending this video up a little bit earlier than normal. And so this weekend's gonna be fun. Talk to y'all soon. Keep it up. Accountable.